Okay, hash browns. For the sauce, use mayo, tomato, hot sauce, Worcestershire, pepper, garlic. Grate some potatoes, rinse in very cold water. Drain with a clean tea towel and squeeze out every last bit of water. Ghee is basically clarified butter but tastes like Parmesan cheese. We're just softening the potatoes here after a few minutes into a bowl with Parmesan flour, garlic, salt, pepper and parsley. Back into the pan, this time with vegetable oil, and let's get that crust.
Today we're making the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster, but 10 times better. They're super simple to make and taste incredible. So to begin, you want to add 2 cups of flour to a bowl, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 teaspoons baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt as well as onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. You want to whisk all of your dry ingredients together. Now here I have 1 stick of cold butter. You want to knead your flour and butter together with your hands. You can use a stand mixer if you'd like, but I know a lot of you guys don't have one, so I'm trying to be mindful of that. You want it to resemble a sand-like texture. Then you want to add in 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, a handful of parsley, as well as 1 cup of buttermilk. You can also use regular milk if you'd like. Mix until everything is well combined, then grab a baking sheet, spray with oil, then you want to plop on a large spoonful onto your tray. You don't want them to be perfectly round, so don't worry about that. And you want to bake at 400 for 16 to 18 minutes. Finish them off by brushing on my butter mixture, and you're ready to enjoy. Full written recipe will be on my Instagram tomorrow.
Today we make meatball parmesan sliders better than any restaurant you've been to. You'll start out with some butter or brioche rolls and cut those in half. Spread some ricotta on the bottom layer of the bread. Then we're going to cover in meatballs, and if you'd like to save some time, you can use store-bought or you can make it from scratch. You can cook the meatballs in the marinara or just pour it on top along with some fresh basil, some grated Parmesan, and then add your cheese. The next time I make this, I'm going to use some shredded mozzarella and provolone. Now for the best part, we're going to make our garlic and herb butter and spread that all over the top of the buns. Our last step is to pop it in the oven to bake at 350 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Sprinkle some more parm on top and enjoy!
With me now, I'm a pimp,
Did your mom just tell you there's food at home for the millionth time? Then you open up the fridge, but of course you have no idea what to cook? Child, don't worry. I'm August and I'm gonna help you learn how to cook. Welcome to Food TikTok. We're gonna cover the basics and make some poppin', easy, affordable recipes, cause we don't all got it like that. So hit that follow button, share this video, and let's get to cooking.
Baby, work it. Baby, work it.
Let's do some cooking.
You must follow Food TikTok. Knowing how to make food from a box is not good enough. Knowing how to order food online is not impressive. Come to Food TikTok and I will show you how to cook, Such amazing food that your friends and family will be so impressed, and you'll always be showing off your amazing cooking skills.
Okay, DIY room service. Is that a 9? What about some salt? No, not for an egg and a coffee percolator. Ready? Salt, salt, salt. I mean, nice color. To be honest, that looks like some decent food. Certainly some of the best food I've seen in any hotel.
So this is the biggest mistake that I notice when I see videos of people struggling to make spring rolls. They take the rice paper and dip it into water over and over until it becomes pliant, but then it's all floppy and it's hard to put in the filling. So all you really need to do is get the whole sheet wet once. Then you add in your fillings, and by the time you're done, the rice paper is pliant enough for you to roll. If it's still not as soft as you would like it, just wait a couple of minutes and it's good to go.
My roommate was out of town last week, so I had no one to feed. Luckily, my neighbors came in clutch and said they'd eat my food. Day 1, carnitas tacos. Day 2, pulled pork nachos.
That's barbecue pulled pork nachos.
Thank you.
Day 3, barbecue pulled pork sandwich.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Of course, hope you enjoy.
Day 4, noodle-filled biscuits and pulled pork biscuits.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You have to stop eating fast food every single day. Spending money on food is still spending money, FYI. I'm talking to those of us who Postmate a $5 meal for 20 bucks. Come to Food TikTok and let me take care of you with some delicious and easy recipes.
Hey everyone, it's Ariana, and today for the first time I tried recreating the infamous egg yolk ravioli dish that got me eliminated from MasterChef Junior.
Smooth, delicious, delicate. This is like eating boiled wool.
That comment has haunted me for the last 4 years, so I think it's finally time to redeem myself. I made the dough with 2 cups of flour, 3 eggs, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of olive oil, mixing this all together and kneading it for about 10 minutes until it was a nice, smooth, elastic dough. Then I wrapped the dough in plastic and stuck it into the fridge for about 30 minutes to rest before rolling it out. Then I pulled it to the thinnest setting on my pasta machine. After that, I made the ricotta cheese filling with a cup of ricotta, 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan, salt, pepper, and a little bit of lemon zest, mixing this all up and then adding it to a piping bag. Then I cut out the pasta sheet into circles, added a ring of ricotta, and then the egg yolk, sealing it up with some water. The ravioli boils for about 3 minutes, and then I finished it with a brown butter sage sauce. Let me know how I did this time around. I think I've come a pretty long way, and check out the full recipe on my Instagram where I replied to all my followers' comments.
Let's do some cooking.
The other day, somebody left me a comment asking why my recipes are so unhealthy if I studied nutrition. The answer is pretty simple. Eating yummy food makes me happy. And honestly, seeing how 2020 has been going, I don't know how much time we have left. I'm really not trying to make this year any worse by eating rabbit food, and you shouldn't either, so come to Food TikTok and we'll cook all these delicious dishes together.
Let's make baked feta pasta, mac and cheese, and let's make it spanakopita style. Add 2 blocks of feta to the center of a casserole dish. Then pour in a pound of dry macaroni or your small pasta of choice, along with 4 cups of half and half and 2 cups of water. Add a nice sized sprinkle of kosher salt, then give it a little bit of a stir. Next, drizzle your feta with some extra virgin olive oil and crack some fresh black pepper over top. Then pop in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. When it comes out, you know the drill. Break up the feta and start mixing everything together. I only added 4 cups of liquid before I put it in the oven, and I needed to add more, so that's why I told you to add 6. Add 2 cups of Parmesan cheese now, or you can add it at the beginning phase as well. Give that a stir, then add a bunch of spinach. You can add fresh or frozen, just make sure frozen is well drained and warmed up. Next, add your phyllo dough topping. I will show you how to do this in another video. Then just break in and enjoy. Where else can I take this trend?
The best way to roast your potatoes. Use small potatoes and boil until fork tender. Drain off the water and put them in a big bowl. We're going to start with a generous amount of olive oil. You're going to do salt, pepper. We're going to go onion powder, garlic powder, crushed red pepper, fresh basil, fresh thyme. Get that all mixed together and dump it out on a lined baking sheet. Spread them out, give them a little room on every side, and then use a glass to smash them about a ½ inch thick. And then throw them in a 425 degree oven for about 30 minutes, but you're gonna wanna flip them halfway through. And you're gonna end up with a soft interior, crispy exterior, the best roasted potatoes you've ever had.
So when you get dumped, they're going to say things like, he wasn't good enough for you anyway, he was stupid. This is a blessing in disguise. Let's cut through the bullshit. It sucks to lose somebody that you felt so connected to. You see, when you love someone, whether for 5 minutes or 5 years, they have the power to bring out the best in you. So when that person stops loving you, you're not just mourning the loss of that person, but you're mourning the loss of the person you used to be when they were with you. They say live your best life. But the truth is, we're all looking for that one person who lets us live our best self. You may feel wrung out and squeezed right now, but your grief is actually a testament to the thing that makes you so precious, your vulnerability. Now, love may bring out the best in you, but here's the thing, babe. The best in you has been in there all along, and it will be there when you finally find someone who's worth only the very best.
You have to stop eating fast food every single day. Spending money on food is still spending money, FYI. I'm talking to those of us who Postmate a $5 meal for 20 bucks. Come to Food TikTok and let me take care of you with some delicious and easy recipes.
Here's all the food that I made for TikTok in the month of November. I made some buttery garlic knots, Panera's autumn squash soup, copycat Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwiches, homemade burger buns and Nashville hot chicken sandwiches, the perfect chocolate chip cookies, some baked mac and cheese, matcha snickerdoodles, and since the Cane's menu is pretty much only 3 things, I basically made the entire Cane's menu. Made some pretzel bites with cheese sauce to dip them in, the perfect apple pie, buffalo chicken calzones, copycat Annie Ann's cinnamon sugar pretzel bites, their little frosting dip to go along with it, custard-filled coffee cake donuts, buffalo chicken tenders that I paired with buttery dinner rolls, s'mores chocolate chip cookies. These are hands down my favorite cookie recipe that I posted this month. Also posted these mozzarella stuffed garlic and parmesan dinner rolls, some cowboy cookies, copycat Olive Garden zuppa Toscana soup, garlic and herb mashed potatoes, as well as monkey bread and stuffing. And there's more fun and creative recipes coming next month.